Good morning to friends and members at Yardley Wood Baptist Church, and we bring you greetings from Oakington near Cambridge and from Histon Baptist Church. And thank you for the invitation to bring this reading to you today. We moved from Birmingham to Cambridge 13 years ago, so some of you may not remember us, but we often think of Yardley Wood and have many happy memories of it. Jo and I are now both retired, but busy in our church and our village. Oakington and Westwick Neighbours, which Jo is involved with, has had an important role to play in the local community during the COVID pandemic, and I chair the Transport Action Group, which liaises with the Parish Council to try and modify the effects of traffic through the village. Today's passage is from 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 13 to chapter 3, verse 7, and we are reading from the Message.
Make the Master proud of you by being good citizens. Respect the authorities, whatever their level. They are God's emissaries for keeping order. It is God's will that by doing good, you might cure the ignorance of the fools who think you're a danger to society. Exercise your freedom by serving God, not by breaking the rules. Treat everyone you meet with dignity. Love your spiritual family. Revere God. Respect the government.
You who are servants, be good servants to your masters, not just to good masters, but also to the bad ones. What counts is that you put up with it for God's sake, and when you're treated badly for no good reason. There's no particular virtue in accepting punishment that you well deserve, but if you're treated badly for good behaviour and continue in spite of it to be a good servant, that is what counts with God. This is the kind of life you've been invited into, the kind of life Christ lived. He suffered everything that came his way, so you would know that it could be done, and also know how to do it, step by step. He never did one thing wrong, not once said anything amiss. They called him every name in the book, and he said nothing back. He suffered in silence, content to let God set things right. He used his servant body to carry our sins to the cross, so that we may be rid of sin, free to live the right way. His wounds became your healing. You were lost sheep without no idea who you were or where you were going. Now you're named and kept for good by the shepherd of your souls.
The same goes for you wives. Be good wives to your husbands, responsive to their needs. There are husbands who, indifferent as they are to any words about God, will be captivated by your life of holy beauty. What matters is not your outer appearance, the styling of your hair, the jewellery you wear, the cut of your clothes, but your inner disposition. Cultivate inner beauty, the gentle, gracious kind that God delights in. The holy women of old were beautiful before God that way, and were good, loyal wives to their husbands. Sarah, for instance, taking care of Abraham, would address him as my dear husband. You'll be true daughters of Sarah if you do the same, unanxious and unintimidated. The same goes for you husbands. Be good husbands to your wives. Honour them, delight in them. As women, they lack some of your advantages, but in the new life of God's grace, you're equals. Treat your wives, then, as equals, so your prayers don't run aground. God bless you.